Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So I'm going to do a video on making molds. And molds can be for a million different things. You can use them as jewelry. You can use them for your art journal, for painting, for upcycled art, to add dimension, mixed media art, whatever you want to. It's a lot of fun. You can use them in your knitting and your crocheting, and you can make beads and the stuff you can do. So I'm going to show you two ways that I like to make my beads. Of course, there are many different ways you can do this. These are my two favorite ways, and I'm going to talk about it. So first way is it's called Amazing Mold Putty. And it normally comes in a box like this. This is the resin, but it comes in a box like this, and it's called Amazing Mold Putty. And what the difference is with this box is the Amazing Mold Putty is yellow around this, and I couldn't reach it up on my shelf. But one exciting thing I want to talk about, just a little selfish of me for a minute. I've posted this before, but I'm going to tell you. This item that I made is made out of Amazing Mold Putty and casting resin. I was on the design team for a year. And this is on their new boxes that come out. And so my item is on their box. So look when you go to the store. Not only will it help you distinguish if it's a newer batch of the resin and molding putty, but you will get to have my little box. I have it up there. I'm going to have to show it in another video because I can't reach it up there. And I had to get Dave to do these, and he didn't get the right one down for me, but bless his heart, he helped me, and I'm very happy about that. So this is just a piece of jewelry that I had gotten to a steampunk octopus, and I made a mold, and I used the resin, and then I painted it, and this is what I got. How cool is this? So this is very fun to do. And like I said, I'm forever on the box. So yay me. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. If you've already seen, well, maybe I'll put it at the end. At the end of this, I will put, you can see here I have a mold. And you can see the resin's white. I'm using a quick curing resin. And it's dries within 10 minutes. It gets hard within 10 minutes. But it dries white. Now you can add mica in here. There are colors that they sell that you can color the resin with. If you guys want to see that, let me know down below, and I will do a video specifically on this with the coloring. It's great. You can use this for jewelry and everything else. Ice resin, I believe is what it's called, is another thing that I absolutely love. That dries clear, takes 24 hours. This takes 10 minutes. They also make a clear resin that dries clear that takes about 24 hours to cure. So very exciting. So many different things you can do. So all I did was took equal parts of A and B and mixed them together. And you get these measuring cups, and you get a couple popsicle sticks, wooden sticks. Now, as you can see, this was left over when I mixed it. I did a teaspoon of each, and it filled my mold, but then this was left over. And all it does is it dries hard. I probably should have poured it out here. It gets very hot. So don't be alarmed if you buy it. Just when it reacts, it gets very hot. Now, I might have ruined this because I left that in there, because you can see that's hard as a rock, but I'm not worried about it. I'll use it in something. So I'm going to put pictures at the end of how this cures. It goes in clear, and then you'll start seeing this white come up on it, and that's the picture I'll put, and then it gets hard, okay? So this is one thing, and we're going to do that in a second. Something else I love to make molds with is bake and bend, or bend and bake. Bake and bend. It has to be bake and bend clay by, I believe, SKYPE. And this is what this is. And all of this is polymer clay, but when you bake it, it is still movable, rubbery, I like to say, even though it's not rubber. It doesn't get hard. So you definitely take a piece, and all you do is you take a piece of jewelry, anything really that you can stick in here, and you want to kind of make it, and you want to just stick it in like that. You can use a little bit of cornstarch or baby powder on your clay, or even your Amazing Mold Putty, because it'll just help it not stick. But anyway, what you'll do is you'll just kind of push it in as big as you want. This, I would probably use a little bit more clay than this, but just for this purpose, it doesn't, it's not going to matter. And then what you do is take it out, and you'll see you have your impression. Now, I like to use these as stamps too. I like to bake and bend as stamps, you know, so you could put different textures and all in here and bake it and then use it in your stamping as well, but you don't have to, but that's just a thing. So you can see how that really gets the detail, and then you'll bake it. And then you can pour, you know, your resin in it or use another piece of clay to make molds. It's very, very fun and very, very easy. So that's one way. Like I said, it's bake and bend, polymer clay. It's, you know, where all your clay is sold. I've seen it in Michael's, AC Moore, Joann's, Hobby Lobby, everywhere. It's very easy to get. Okay, so here's our mold. Now I'm going to show you how we do the mold and how I do that very quickly. All right. So this is part A. So you're going to mix the mold putty. You're just going to take, you want equal parts. So this is A, and this is part B. Let's see, part B. And you just take some in there. Take a handful. I like to make 2 piles just so I can kind of see. I mean, you can measure it and really go all out, you know, to make it as even, but you want to be as spot on as you can, but it's not that big a deal, you know. I mean, it'll still harden. You can even see some of the white in the putty around here where I didn't mix it as well, but it's okay. You want to work pretty fast, so you kind of want to know what you have around that you're going to use. Let me see if I have anything in here I can use. What the heck is in here? Well, let me see. I've got a peacock, towel, an owl. All right, maybe we'll use that one for something different just to show you. Okay, so I'm going to take both parts and I'm going to put them together. And I'm just going to kind of mix them like you're mixing dough. Real quick, though. You want to kind of be quick about it. Because once they get together, they are going to mix together and then turn hard. That's what she said. Okay. So I'm just real quick smushing it, trying to mix all of the colors together before it gets hard. And then I'm going to roll it into a ball. And it's already starting to get hard, but I'm going to lay it down. And you know, you just want to be as quick as you can. And then obviously it's not as big as I want it, so I'm going to kind of mush it a little bit more out. Lay this in however you want it and lay it in. And you want to push it in. Push it real gone. All right? And we're just pushing it in. And we're going to leave it sit like that. Okay? So as that sits, then you get your mold. And we will see that in a second. Then you mix your part A and part B equal parts. I suggest, and it's just me, if you're making some molds, make yourself, you know, have 4 or 5 molds sitting by so you don't waste it, because like I said, you know, I kind of had extra and wasted it. So, you know, it's just a heads up. But if you do, wait, see, it's coming right out. Look, came right out. And that's, look at that. That's just out of here, the extra. Once it dries, it comes right out. So now I have this, but I don't know what I'll do with it. So I don't know. I'm probably going to throw it away. There you go. Okay, so there I did that. Now, let's look at this. I'm going to push this. I just give it a little push to kind of make sure that mold putty didn't distort as I was pushing in. And then I poured the 1-to-1 ratio in here, and I let it dry. Now, it's hard now, but like I said, you'll see it. It'll go in clear. It warms up, so be aware of that. It goes in clear, and then you'll start seeing it turning white, and then it gets solid. And you can hear it. So then all you do is pull your mold apart, just kind of, because you'll use this mold. This mold's yours forever now to use for whatever you want to use it in. And just pull your piece out, and look at that. So you have a beautiful rose. And that came from this rose. Now, I mean, that's awesome. So think about jewelry you can make. Think about using this in your mixed media and your altered art and all that kind of stuff. You can use anything. The fun thing is now you can paint this. You can use your acrylic paint on it. You can gesso it and paint it, or just paint it. It does, you know, it holds paint. well, this still cures because it takes like about a couple minutes. Let me see. And I'm using my mat here that is non-stick. So if you get a little bit of that on here, it'll come right off. No big deal. So I'm going to use a little bit of paint. What paint do I have sitting here? I don't have much paint sitting here today, which is weird. I'm going to use that lavender that I have sitting here. And I'm just going to real quick pour a little bit out. And this is not gessoed yet. However, like I said, you can definitely gesso it. I'm going to dry off my paintbrush. And then I'm just going to go paint. And you see, I just took that out. It's only been sitting here for a few minutes. And you can add glitter. And I mean, this would be a great, I might put this on a ring. And you see, it just covers up real nice. So no gesso needed. You know, you could do a couple layers, add glitter, add whatever you want. And then you get that beautiful, you know, color. And add it to your art. I like putting it on when I do my mixed media girls on their hair as you know, different kind of things. And like I said, you can also make it look like a metal. And that's what I did here with, I painted it all black and then I just did some gold and copper on it. And it looks, you know, it's very metallic. So very, very fun. And like I said, you can definitely use your bake and bend clay. That works just as well. And you get, you know, the same kind of thing. And you can even use clay in these. Let me show you. So I'm just going to use this clay because it's not baked. I'm going to warm it up in my hands for a second and show you how this makes a good thing as well. So you don't have to have everything. You can, you know, use a coupon, get your clay, you know, your bake and bend clay and have at it and have fun. Okay. So I just made a ball and I'm going to stick it in. I like to do, because can you see how it has like the little hole in the, you know, where the middle is? I like to make it a little oval there and kind of push that there and then give it a quick, and this is probably a little bit too much clay for this, but you can cut it off or make it as thick or as not as you want. And then I'm going to just do this, right? And then I'm going to peel this back a bit. And look, you have your rose. Now I would probably use a little cornstarch or a little baby powder in there just to help with the sticking, but it didn't stick. And then you can take your X-Acto knife. I don't have that sitting here, but then you can cut, let's pretend, you can cut all that off. And you have the rose. And again, you can use this on a ring or on your, you know, make it as thick. If you don't want it this thick, don't put that much in. Just do a little bit and show you. This is exciting to me because it's very relaxing when I do this kind of stuff. But let's just see. There we go. Just going to push it in like that. Push it real good. All right. And then, and you can leave it sitting there for a second and firm up or whatever if your room's real hot or your hands or whatever. But look, there you go. Beautiful. Now you can use 3 different clays of colors. Do you know what I mean? If you want to do purple, white, and I don't know, pink, you know, and kind of like mix the 3 colors together a little bit and put it in there. Or you could do white, any color that you have, because after it's baked, then you'll bake this according to the package. It's usually $2.65 for about something this, probably about 15 minutes. And then you can paint it as well, you know, with the clay. So it's very, very good. Very exciting. That's that with that. Let me see. We're going to do that other. It's a lot of fun. I don't know if it's been 10 minutes yet, but we shall see. And see that dries so nice? You put some glitter on there. Look how cool that would look as a ring. Oh, I love it. Or as a pendant. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. So then, let's see if this bad boy's hardening. Let's get in there. All you would do is take this. And it should be, I should leave it sit a little bit longer, but I don't need you to have to be stuck with a 30-minute video. And then you peel it off. And look at that detail. Look at that. How awesome is that? And now you have this beautiful bird that you can make a mold out of. So I'm going to let that sit there because it needs to firm up a little bit more. And then all you would do is mix, you know, 1 part A, 1 part B, pour it in there, leave it go. I'd probably make this a little thicker due to the technical, due to all the, oh gosh, Cal, I just lost the detail. Hello, detail. And this won't go to waste, even though if I put resin in here, it would probably pour out because of the bottom. You know, I didn't make it as thick. I'm not, you know, but I definitely can use clay with this once. So it's not going to go to waste. And then just have a little container that you throw these in, and you always have these molds. So let me know what you guys think about this. This is a lot of fun. I love using this stuff. Like I said, I was on the design team years ago, and it was one of my favorite things I did. And I've done so many things with this. I've made creepy stuff. I've made pretty stuff. I've made jewelry. I've made figures. I've done all this with these kind of things. And, you know, I think it's a lot of fun. I like it that we can use it in our art in so many different ways. So, again, let me know what you guys think. And this is the mix. And it's just so much fun. So much fun. And that's it today. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it on this one. I have a few things coming up, so I'll talk about that later. But as always, be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. Give me a thumbs up if you like seeing these kind of things. Like I said, a lot of this is sold. These are sold at the Michael's, and you can use your coupon. They're a lot of fun. And like I said, if you can't afford, you know, something like that, it's a little bit too much, buy the pack of Bacon Bend. It's just as good, and it's exciting and a lot of fun. And then you can use it with your molds with clay as well. So I love you guys so very much. Let me know what you guys think about the video, and if you guys use this and what you guys think about it. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.